Yo, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Good morning. We're coming to you live way earlier than usual. Right now, it is a little after 5 o'clock in the morning, and Arizona should be catching you guys on the East Coast pretty early this morning. But yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and come on here and do the morning momentum. Today is my wife's birthday. So got to get this stuff in. It's very important. So, guys, if this is your first time tuning in to Morning Momentum, my name is Matt Beard. We've been talking about setting up a VA action plan. So when you get started with virtual assistants to find leverage in your business, that you're doing the right things, that you're spending your time and your money in the right places. So I'm excited to share this stuff with you guys. Up to this point, we've talked about budget, we've talked about data, we've talked about tools, we talked about, getting your culture right. We talked about culture yesterday. So today is just, we're adding on to that. So wherever you guys are at, wherever I'm catching you, I'm excited to share this time with you this morning. Regardless of where you're at, because I know it's a little after 5 a.m. here. We got a real big day planned for my wife. I'm like trying to blow out every other birthday that we've ever had. So I stayed up to like 2 a.m. last night, and now it's 5 a.m. But I'm like, dude, it's the only time I can do morning momentum. So 3 hours of sleep. Let's freaking do this thing. I'm actually watching the baby monitor now. Our little baby just woke up. So just so you guys see. So today's going to be short and sweet, but I still wanted to come live. So we don't miss any of these. So VA action plan, day 5. I want to talk to you guys about keeping your agreements. Okay, so up to this point, again, yesterday, this goes hand in hand with culture. So as you're establishing culture in your business, you're talking about what you will tolerate, what you won't tolerate. Again, if you guys did not get the culture document that we went over yesterday, please feel free to send me an email, mattbeard@vahub.com. I will give you that culture document. But it's super important to have a foundation for your business, your company, before you bring anyone in. What do you want your culture to be like? And then a lot of times people ask, like, Matt, how do I know when I have a VA? How do I know the time is good right now? Like, how do I know that, this is the person, before I hire them? And the reality is we don't. Reality is when we go to hiring people, we can only judge them off, hey, how do they do in their interviews? How are they doing with their one-on-ones? And do they have a good attitude, right? If they have a good attitude, then feel pretty good that we can develop the skills and we can get them to where we want to be. But ultimately, every single person that we bring in our business, before we hire a VA, we have great upfront agreements now. This is something that we didn't even implement until late last year, before we brought, because we went through the whole thing of, we're always bringing in new people. We're always trying to hire good people. But, a lot of those people would fall off. We'd spend some money. We'd have to hire, fire. That was always a thing, especially as trying to manage a team of 40, 50 VAs. So what we realized was we needed to have better upfront agreements. So before you guys hire a virtual assistant, you've looked at the data, you've looked at, getting your tools set up, you budgeted, and you want to make sure this. And of course, it's a lot of money. Before you make a commitment with a VA, you're looking at like, dude, this is a lot of money. I want to make sure that my money is well spent, right? So what we started doing was setting upfront agreements with everyone we hire. Before we hire anyone, we let them know this is a 2-week trial. 2 weeks. 2 weeks that if this is the right fit, then we can talk about another 30 days. And then if we're still a good fit, then we can talk about another 30 days. And we let them prove themselves, and I'm proving myself to them as well, for about 3 months before we actually bring someone. It's like, okay, this is someone that's going to be working with us for a long, long time. Okay. That would be the perfect case scenario. But what we realized was, if we keep this period short and we let them continue to prove themselves, then they perform better. Right. And we're also able to weed out people sooner. So we're not spending a bunch of time pouring into people, training, coaching, developing VAs that, probably going to waste our time in the end anyways. Right. It's probably not going to be a good fit. So the best way we realized to do this was by setting an upfront agreement that your us initially hiring you is going to be a 2-week process, right? My agreement to you, VA, is I'm going to do the best I can. I'm going to put you in a position to win. I'm going to give you the best data. I'm going to give you the best dialer. I'm going to get you in on these call calibrations. You're going to have one-on-one coaching with your CSM. You're going to have access to all of our resources. That is my agreement, is I'm going to do the best I can so you can be successful, right? And then likewise, your agreement to me is that you're going to do the best you can. You're going to show up on time. You're not going to call out 10 minutes before your shift. You're not going to, leave someone else on the team hanging. You can be counted on, right? You're going to do the best you can. Your internet, your headset, everything's going to be working properly. Okay. And you're going to be a reliable team member for everyone else. And you're going to try to learn. You're going to try to pick up on some of the things that you're coaching, understanding that with newer agents, sometimes it doesn't convert into leads. But if you're asking questions and you're thinking, what else can I do and what can I do better? I'd much rather keep that person around forever as they develop and get better than someone who thinks they know everything. So one of our requirements on our team is you gotta be willing to empty your cup. So we got to this point and we realized these things by having upfront agreements. So everyone has a 2-week trial. Everyone comes in and that is their agreement. Now, of course, if I don't do my part and I don't give them the data, or if the tools are constantly down and I'm not doing the best I can, then I'm not fulfilling my end of the agreement. So the thing about expectations are, there's just one way, right? I have expectations, and that's not how you want to lead your company. You want to lead your company with agreements, because agreements, just like when you have a contract with a seller, right? That contract is an agreement and it goes both ways. Two people have to perform on the agreement. So you want to do the same thing in your business when you're talking about culture and you're hiring new people and you're bringing them on. You want to have agreements with everyone, right? Because what agreements say is, I'm a leader, I'm the leader of this company, but I still have to play by the same rules as everybody else. My agreement is I still have to keep my word and do the things that I'm going to say, and then likewise it goes both ways. Okay, guys, so that is important. That's what I wanted to go over this morning as your day number 5 action item. If you didn't go over number 4, this goes hand in hand with culture. So please be sure to get the culture document before you hire a virtual assistant, guys. This is all pre-launch stuff, okay? A week worth of pre-launch stuff. Get your culture right. Think about the things that are going to be important for you in your business. Like right now, like I can tell you guys, and every single virtual assistant can tell you our culture. It is doing the right thing, thinking we, not me, and doing the best we can, right? And then we have towards values and we have away values, but we clearly define these things and we all play by the same rules. Same thing with agreements. We all have agreements that we're going to do these things, right? We're going to show up to our huddles. We're going to participate. I'm going to share with you guys, and I want the same kind of participation back. And that goes with our managers that manage some of these meetings. We all play by the same rules, and what it does, it creates a great cohesive feeling that, number one, people feel like they're a part of something cool, but also that their voice is heard and we care about what they have to say. So that's why it works. It goes beyond the data, it goes beyond the dialers, the tools and all that stuff. Just fundamental caring about a human being, understanding that these people just don't fit in boxes. They just don't do tasks and they fit in these boxes of doing these tasks. They're real human beings doing these things. So when you value them as human beings, not just task-oriented employees, that's when your business wins. So I want you guys to start writing down some agreements. What can you do for that VA instead of what can the VA do for you? What can you do for that VA to put them in a position to win? And then set that agreement before you hire anyone. Doesn't matter if you hire one from us at VA Hub or if you go to hire your own. Have upfront agreements with everyone. I mean, I have an agreement with my wife every single morning. I have agreement with anyone that I work with, right? Because it can go both ways, and it's a very respectable way to go about doing it. And then there is clearly outlined what both parties are going to be contributing to a certain thing, okay? So we use agreements for everything, and one of the most applicable ways I wanted to share with you guys this morning is doing it with your virtual assistants, okay? So guys, thank you for coming and hanging out with me. It's 5:30 in the morning here in Arizona, but I had to come in. I had to get this live in before this crazy day. Again, it's my wife's birthday, but I was like, dude, we got to get this live in. So again, whatever you guys need, if you don't have the culture doc, please send me an email, mattbeard@vahub.com. Again, that's mattbeard@vahub.com. We'll get you the culture document so you can start filling that out and you can start setting some upfront agreements before you hire your first VA. I'm excited to continue on with this VA action plan. This is day number 5. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about how we schedule our meetings. What does that actual schedule look like between meetings and, do we call on weekends? Like, what's the best time to cold call? What's the best time to set? Like, all these things, we're going to be addressing that one tomorrow. So I'm excited. Hopefully I'll see you guys there, but let's go have a great day, guys. It's freaking Friday. Let's do this thing. I appreciate you coming and hanging out with me early this morning. If you're on the East Coast, let's get rocking and rolling, guys. But if you're watching this later here in Arizona, let's get to work. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.